All right, guys, you looking at the thumbnail, you looking at the title of the video, you already know what time it is. It is time to get active. Now, guys, listen, I got two stories here for you today, and I've decided to combine these stories together because I think that they are very related, and they're very related based off of the idea that more often than not, you have to understand that as a dude out there in the world, you are guilty until proven innocent if the crime is against a woman, the alleged crime. The second thing is that manipulative young women will use the facade of weakness against you to gain positive public perception about themselves. Understanding those two concepts have saved me time and time again when understanding what risk am I putting myself in by entering certain situations and conducting myself in certain ways, okay? Let's just get right into the content because I think that it will make sense here in a quick second, all right? Here's the first story that I wanted to go through, all right? This was posted to the Shade Room. Tennessee woman explains how her man of 18 years cleaned out their home and left her while she was on a work trip. Let's watch the video real quick.
This is my apartment after I came back home from Vegas. I had a convention in Vegas. I was gone the 2nd through the 7th. Came home to my apartment completely wiped out. My husband left.
It's a long convention.
My jewelry here in this room here. Yeah, and took everything else, including some items that belonged to solely me. He also took the washer and dryer out of here. I also took the bed, took everything out of here, cut off the internet service so I can no longer work from home. And then cleared out the closet here, which I'll come to light. Cleared out the closet here and left the wedding dress in here.
Okay. Left the wedding dress, all of that bullshit. Turn off the internet so you can't work from home, like you can't order your own internet. Okay, so you see what's happening, right? So she's posting this video. She throws it up on her social media. Now, if you take a look at the original post, and I'm not going to link it or anything like that. If you take a look at the original post when she threw this up there, you should see the comment section. Men ain't shit. Men are trash. I can't believe that he did that. There's always two sides to every story. And thank goodness for spaces like this right here, because more often than not, we try to get the man's perspective. Let's go see what the estranged husband had to say. All that knows me knows my heart and the person I am. There isn't a person that can't come under this post and say they have had less than a pleasant experience with me. Here's the honest truth. There was a mutual understanding of separation. Me taking items was a favor to my wife because her storage was full and she was moving into a fully furnished apartment minus the mattress that I helped her move into with her new roommate. I am not cold. I am still paying the phone bill that supports all this madness because she needs that communication, and I'm a caring person. So far in the post, she has a new roommate. That's why the bed's not in there. He cut off the internet, but he's still paying for your phone that you're using to record the slanderous material against him, acting as if you don't know what's actually going on. Absurd. Absolutely absurd. Let's keep going. I could have canceled the line to avoid all of this, but I know when my wife is screaming out for help, but at the same time wants to save the world. Her move out date was scheduled for this weekend, but I decided to leave a week ahead on my own terms because that was self-preservation. I feel you, my G. If you're dealing with that, I understand what you mean by self-preservation. Mismanaged emotions on her end is not in my favor. Living in an apartment with neighbors, and things began to escalate. I'm not upset at her at all because her reality is her reality. And I've learned that, but doesn't mean I have to continue to carry the burdens of her father issues and trauma. I think that is a profound statement, one of which you can only get from a dude who's currently going through a divorce. Her reality is her reality. I think a lot of times what happens is that dudes get so moved off of their frame because of the emotional tantrum that is happening from the significant other that you lay your head next to night after night, that it begins to inflict your own reality. And a lot of times you see a lot of these dudes like, am I in the wrong or is she absolutely crazy? Okay. If you maintain your frame, you stay in your logical positioning, it'll make sense. All right. Let's move on. That is very hard to do. I still want her to win because life has been very hard for her. She needs a break. Continue to support her, but don't tear me down for protecting myself. Look at the sympathy that he's still mature enough to give in this particular post, because guess what would have happened if he fired back in retaliation? He still would have been the bad guy. But even throughout that, you could tell that this is a healed person after all of the emotional turmoil. Salute to you, my G. By the way, I'm still rooting for her. You know, this is probably the number one thing that makes emotionally disturbed people extremely upset is the heartfelt, keep doing your thing. I want you to win. I want you to succeed. Go win without me, he says, because we were each other's stuck point in this season. I feel him when he says that. When I see a post like this is always the beginning start of the GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? Like they post this bullshit first. After that, there's a link to the GoFundMe right underneath the page. And then you go over there and you try to support the pure and absolute malarkey. Okay? That's the first one that I wanted to go through. Let's go through the next one. Sassy Squatch says, my boyfriend makes $80,000 to $85,000 a year. I'm literally flat broke from not being able to work for a month before I got this job. We live together. This man literally won't even loan me money for groceries without promising to pay him back 5 times. Like, why am I alone in this? Where is the team? Now, as per usual, looking at the comment section. Matter of fact, let's move this thing over real quick so we can see what's happening. Okay. Sounds like you single to me, sis. 50,000 likes. Okay. He guilty. Okay. Choose single, sis. All right. He know y'all together. Sounds like you got yourself a roommate. I wouldn't be typing right now. I'd be walking. Again, a post made about a dude, an attempt to get some sympathy. But let's break this abundantly down. First things first, do you guys know how tight I would be if I had a significant other who went on their social media of choice and posted without asking me exactly the range that I make a year? You know how disrespected I would feel? No matter the situation, she puts it on social media, probably a place where she has friends that know where I work. They know the industry that I am. I mean, it's absolutely absurd. I would feel so disrespected. That's the first thing. The second thing is, how are you literally flat broke after not working for 1 month? What do we say on the channel all day? Get yourself an emergency fund of how long? At least 6 months. I say 6 to 8 months for most people is adequate enough. But after 1 month, you're flat broke? Already on them 2 points alone, you're having someone with insurgent behavior posting up private information about their significant other. And then also someone who doesn't want to take accountability for how they manage their money and their finances. Not to mention that y'all live together, and the way that this sounds, it sounds like he's paying all of the bills. So where's your money going? It sounds like to me, your boy is being generous by just saying, listen, I got you right here. All right. Just go pick up some of the groceries. And then you come back to him like, well, I ain't got no money. And he's sitting over here like, well, where's your money going? What are you spending it on? All right. I'm making decent money. I mean, even though his expenses are not here, you don't know what he's dealing with. He could be, mortgaging multiple cribs and the expenses could be going out for that. He could have a sick family member. Money can be going out for that. There could be different things that he's utilizing the money for. He could be in a high cost of living city, which 80 to 85 a year ain't really shit, but it's not enough information to be able to tell. So then finally at the bottom of your post, you ask, why am I alone in this? Where is the team? Yes, that's a fantastic question. Where is the team? Because it sounds like he's all alone out there on a goddamn island and you were just sucking money from him, right? This doesn't even show what your contributions within the relationship actually are. One in the comments said, it sounds like you got yourself a roommate. No, it sounds like he got himself a leech. I think that what the assumption here is, as I started off this video talking about, is that the man is the guilty one. How are you guys even sure that she's contributing even to a relationship, right? Like, how do y'all know it's not a sexless relationship? How do y'all know that she's nurturing? How do y'all know that she's cleaning or helping with his laundry in exchange for her free time and she's just not at home throughout her day, wasting her life away? Y'all don't know that. If anything, this sounds like, to me, he needs to upgrade out the situation for her. Because I look at a post like this, and it's really from the mindset of a young person that would put her significant other's information out here on Jump Street. This is someone who is not accountable for their actions. This is not the place to do it. This is not how you heal relationships. This is not the way that you do it. So all I ask, and especially to the 18 and a half women that watch this channel, don't always assume that guys are in the wrong. I know that posts like this pique your emotional curiosity and you go in through the decades of conditioning and programming that men ain't shit, but just try to think a little bit more holistically regarding the information that hits your eyes. Why? Because there's two sides to every story. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Guys, hit me up. Let me know. Did I get this one right? Did I get this one wrong? Let me know down in the comment box down below. Shit, I might go on IG Live regarding these two right here, especially the latter one of the two regarding the money. I think it'll be interesting conversation to have. Until next time, you two. Peace.